Ask the expert.
Ja, hallo, ich bin Susanne.
Hi, I'm Susanne Schmidt. I'm a dog physiotherapist and naturopath. I've had my own practice for animals for over 20 years, mainly for dogs, but also cats, sometimes a horse, guinea pigs, rabbits, whatever the animal kingdom has to offer. I work mainly with dogs that have problems with the musculoskeletal system. I'm a seminar lecturer too, and also teach colleagues, and I've also written a book on spinal therapy, which is what I deal with. I've been giving training for 20 years now, and before I came into the animal industry, I was already a naturopath for humans and worked with a special form of spinal therapy for humans, which I transferred to canine anatomy 21 years ago, and for which I've become somewhat known in the industry. I've been teaching this for over 20 years now. Oh, the Healy greatly enriches my work. I'm very glad that I got to know about it almost 2 years ago, because the frequency applications are a very nice support. They can help the animals to relax better during the applications. They have a tremendous pain-relieving effect, and since the Healy is simply present during the applications, it easily supports me in my work. The Healy is tremendous added value. So the Healy now runs supportively in almost all my applications. It helps me relax the more difficult patients. I have a lot of dogs that are very anxious or aggressive. So these are two behavioral problems I have very often in practice. And it helps the fearful dogs feel confident faster, relax easier during the applications, and thus they're, of course, more meaningful and valuable sessions. And especially for the aggressive dogs, the Healy is also a wonderful support because then it's much easier to approach the animals. They're just much more accessible through the mental programs. So with new patients and with difficult patients, the programs REST and Emotions are programs that are being used quite often. I have a lot of old patients, geriatric dogs, and here for sure the program Suffering is a great support with age-related diseases. I've also used the Healy to support cats, which are sometimes relatively difficult to treat if they're not in their home environment. It is a great help, and even with small animals, with the guinea pigs and rabbits that I have at my practice, they're actually prey animals and they don't like to be touched. They're not born to be cuddled, and yet here too, the Healy is a great support for me. So most often I use the Healy together with the Healy coil, with this little Tesla coil that comes with it, so I can use it wirelessly. This is especially important with small animals, of course, because I can't otherwise apply the cables to the animal. With dogs, however, the animal kit is often included and is then applied to the dog with the electrodes and the sponges, which works very well. So my best successes have been with the fearful dogs who don't want to be touched at all and which actually lie next to me after 10 to 15 minutes of application and let themselves be touched. I have a completely stunned owner sitting next to them who would not have thought before that this would be possible at all. My book is Dorn Therapy for Dogs. Dorn therapy is a gentle manual spinal treatment, so it's a manual therapy technique where I can help dogs primarily with back pain or other orthopedic conditions that also usually manifest as back pain, and it's a very nice, gentle form of therapy that goes very quietly. The animals love it, and it works even better in combination with the Healy because they can just relax easier, and then they get even more relief from their pain. So I noticed that the effectiveness of my therapies is increased once again. I really can see an increase in the efficiency of the therapy, which you can tell by the fact that the animals need 1 or 2 applications less until I have them at a level where I can say, great, well, we've finished this application for now. My expert tip would be get a Healy. In the end, for every problem, for every symptom, we have a program on there that can provide relief. And that's why everyone should have one.
Gelegentlich.
Occasionally. So the Heal Advisor search module, I use it every now and then. It's a useful tool, especially for dog owners to whom I lend Healy devices so that they can apply programs at home on a daily basis for a while. We do that pretty often as therapists. And then the customers themselves can always check at home which program is recommended to be applied for which imbalances.